What is up, everybody? Welcome to Coffee with Bucks. Today I am drinking Copper Moon's, I think this is the Costa Rican blend is what I'm drinking right now. But today on the show I wanted to do something a little bit different. And no, I'm not trying to bring the mood down for the show. But for some of you, you might know that back in the end of February, I lost my grandma. And today is her birthday. She would have been 96 years old. You know, and kind of celebrating her, I kind of wanted to show you guys how awesome of a person she is. And I couldn't think of any other real way because, you know, I didn't have much video or anything of her. And video that I wanted to share, I should say. But what I decided to do is I wanted to read the letter that I said out loud at the funeral, and when I was done, I put it in her casket at the end of the funeral, you know, in case she wanted something to read. But I'm going to go ahead and read this. There might be a lot of editing with this. I don't know. This is the first time that I have read it since the funeral. And hopefully you guys get a good idea of how awesome she was. And hopefully you get a reason on why I miss her so much. So sit back, relax. Hopefully this goes better than what I already have pictured in my head. So here we go. I'm just going to take my glasses off because who knows. Alright, dear Graham, let's be honest here. I'm probably not going to be able to read this entire message to you out loud today. So I figured I would write it out and give it to you and try and make it through my speech or able to give it. I'm going to try my best for you though. Here we go. One of my earliest memories that I can remember about you is when you and me used to play matchbox cars in your hallway. You would sit on one end of the hall and I would sit on the other, and we'd race cars as fast as we could. We'd also like to crash them. I can honestly say that all of those trips to the D&K, it's a local convenience store where we were, was worth it just for that memory. You'd have me pick out a car and you'd be nice enough to pay for it for me. It felt like Christmas to me when you let me get two or more of them. I still remember searching through that big bin looking for the matchbox cars that I didn't have. I'm pretty sure you enjoyed racing those cars with me more than I did. But I was young, and now that I look back on it, I enjoyed it as much as you did. My next memory was music. You know, as much as you love watching and listening to me learning piano, we all know that you love watching me sing Barry Manilow songs into my microphone that was really just a green plastic toy wrench. I'm glad you never owned a video camera for that. Though if you did, I probably would have put it up on YouTube, and it would have went viral. But seriously, Graham, how embarrassing was that for me? You didn't mind, and I remember the smile that it brought to your face. As I got older, my interest evolved into the wonderful world of Legos. I loved them, and I loved building with them. I remember one year I think it was in a JCPenney's toy catalog, I saw the most awesome thing ever. It was a Lego 8700 kit. I remember writing a letter to you asking you to get it for me for my birthday. This was the best thing that I ever owned when I was younger. It was a Lego kit that had engines. I was able to build moving Lego cars that they could crush the matchbox cars. I had way too much fun with that, and I was so happy that you got it for me. Most amazing grandma of all time? Yes. As I got older, I can remember you picking me up at the bus stop while Mom was at Girl Scouts with my sister or whatever she was doing. You would take me back to your house, and I would wait for Mom to come and get me. While I was waiting, you would take the time to cut me up a couple of apples for a snack every day. After school, I wasn't normally hungry, but since you drove so slow, I was starving by the time we got to your house. I've never thought a 4-mile drive would take 30 minutes. I was 10 and even I knew the gas pedal was on the right side. Main point, you made sure I wasn't hungry, and you made sure that I was happy. Also, side note, I want to thank you for taking care of me the night that I got sick at your house when I slept over. I shouldn't have ate that second microwavable pizza that I told you that I wanted. That was my fault, not yours. You stayed up all night with me. I don't think I ever drank that much ginger ale in all my life. I'm shocked you didn't try to make me drink LO because that was your go-to cure for everything. With those being some of my greatest memories, I have to say that my favorite of all time is when I took you out to Las Vegas. No idea why I thought taking a then 84-year-old to Vegas was a great idea, but I'm glad I did it. We had a great time. I still picture you sitting down at that machine right after breakfast and the drink waitress came around and you wanted a coconut rum with pineapple juice. Graham, it was 10:30 in the morning. 10:30. Whatever, you enjoyed it and that's all that matters. We would sit for hours at those mystery reel nudge machines and just laugh. We would get excited for each other when the bonus reel was activated. I don't think we did too bad either out there. I'm pretty sure we broke even. And we didn't have to sell blood or anything to get home, so that was a plus. I could honestly go on for hours about every memory that I had with you. Whether it was letting me and my friends build a completely unsafe treehouse in your backyard, or having to take you to the grocery store or bank unexpectedly because somehow, how do you always run out of juice, milk, and bread so fast? Or having to come over and cut your grass with your non-self-propelled mower that was about one ran-over rock away from exploding, or getting frustrated, having to teach you how to use your new remote control, or watching The Rifleman or Emergency at full blast on your TV, or just coming over to take care of you over the past year. I wouldn't change any of that for the world. You treated me like I was the perfect grandson, and you had every right to. I could do no wrong in your eyes, except for those times when I really remembered that you yelling at me for spilling juice on the floor right after you just got done scrubbing it, or me punching out your storm door with my fist. That's one scar that I have that will always remind me of you. And the only other time that you would get mad at me is when I mentioned your not-so-favorite Pittsburgh Penguin, Evgeny Malkin. You know I did that just to harass you. Also, I think you would treat Sidney Crosby better than you ever treated me if he was your grandson. Maybe. I doubt it. You may have, actually. Probably. Also, fun fact at this time, the Pens have won one game out of the past 4, so you're not missing anything. And if you could send a little luck their way, yeah, that would be great. If I've made it this far into my speech at the funeral, it's because you were right here with me, helping me all along, just like you have over the years. You've constantly supported me in everything that I've done, and I've learned that I need to fight for what I want, even when other people were making my decisions for me. You did that to the very end. That is easily the greatest quality about you. It wasn't you being stubborn, it was you fighting for what you believed in. I admire that. I won't ever forget that about you. With all this being said, I told you everything else I needed to say in private at the hospital. That's between you and me forever. Grandma will always love you, and I will always miss you. And you're with your husband, your son, and your brothers now. You have a new life to attend to, and until my day comes, I don't want to say goodbye. I want to say, see you later instead. I know you'll be watching over me and waiting for me with open arms when I come to see you. I love you, and I miss you, Michael. So that was the speech that I said that morning. So let me wrap this up today by saying, Graham, I still miss you. I still love you. And happy birthday. I think about you all the time. So you guys have a great day. Send a little bit of happy birthday love down in the comments for Grandma Warbux, and we'll see you back here on Monday. I'm going to go buy some flowers and take them up to her. Have a great weekend, guys.